Just checking on one specific thing really quick. All right. So just confirming, this is a digital copy versus digital copy race, which means there will be no head start or any sort of accommodation. Both parties will start at 0. So yeah. Let's see here. Okay, looks like everyone's ready. We're gonna start here in about 30 seconds. So in about 15 seconds, I will force start, and we'll get going here. Welcome in, Lunix. All right, starting the countdown. Right. Looks like we're getting started here. In 3, 2, 1. Let me get synced up real quick. Here we go. We're having some syncing issues to start out here. Let me address those real quick.
So I've logged that 5 list of you make there are one.
All right, so it looks like we're good to go. For those who are new, welcome in. For those who are returning, welcome back. This is the Metroid Dread Any Percent Glitchless tournament. First, let me start by explaining a little bit about what the what the category is. We in Any Percent Glitchless, you can't use any major or minor glitches. So no axis skew, no pseudo wave, nothing like that. What you can do is do a lot of fancy movement to go as fast as possible in this game. So, as you can see, runners are making their way toward the first Emmy zone. It looks like Ed's going for the parry. This is a very good. Oh! Nope. That was risky. But this is a good trick that will cut off like maybe 2 or 3 seconds of waiting at this door that you see Wordsayer at. So, if you get tagged, the door automatically opens, and you're free to go through. So because of that, because Ed was not able to get that parry, he'll be waiting at that door, and he also has taken a death. So, all right. Ed's now out of Emmy jail, making his way to the first Atom station. Wordsayer's already there. Final Saber, this is a vanilla speedrun race. The category is any percent glitchless. Alright, Wordsayer making their way to the Emmy here. Usually, Wordsayer got the good spawn here. Let's see what Ed gets. Ed gets the bad spawn. He's got to tag the Emmy and wait and jump over. Usually the good spawn is when you know, the Emmy doubles back, and so doesn't really block your way. So, making our way toward water slope skip, Flokeless, if anyone's doing that. Wordsayer is not. Let's see if Ed is. I don't know if Ed is. He might do it. Oh, he's gonna try it. So close. These attempts are super close. And four attempts and it's over. Ed, it was brave of Ed to try that because it is one of the hardest single tricks in the game. Normally, this trick is made easier by Phantom Cloak, but you don't have Phantom Cloak, right? Because you didn't fight Corpius, because you don't have Pseudo Wave, so you can't get there. Words making his way to charge. You'll see Ed here doing a water platform skip, which is what we call in the community a Magus type movement, where it's a wall jump respin at the highest possible point of the jump. And it allows you to do a single wall jump where you normally wouldn't be able to do. Looks like Ed has Charge Beam. And Words has the first energy tank. Ed picking up that energy tank as well. Now, in any percent glitchless, we're mostly running through Arteria the intended way, apart from like various minor movement tricks, coyote jumps, those kinds of things. Normally in like no major glitches or unrestricted, you would be able to skip these loops. But since we're in any percent glitchless, since we're in glitchless, you can't really do that. Ed playing catch up here. Words making his way to the lava bridge. All right. We have that first thermal here. There are a total of 6 thermals in this run that the runners will interact with. This is the first one. Words picking up that tank. Well, that missile tank.
Uploading data.
And Ed opting to skip that.
There are
So, both runners making their way to the spider magnet enemy, white end. You can get a lot of good speedrun expression out of what each runner chooses to do with the white enemy. You can jump over. You can take it the slow way. Go up in that top alcove there, and lure it in. Or you can do something called plant kill, which is when you plant your 2 feet on the ground, and you should really show the enemy that you're not scared. You don't move. All you do is use the Omega, and you take it out. And Words is choosing to use the alcove here. This looks scary, but Words will get it with time to spare. Ed is catching up. Ed opting to choose over. Probably got burned by that first parry attempt way back when. But they're both on basically on the same screen now. Words slightly ahead. Both runners making their way to Corpius. Looks like Ed is slightly ahead or Words is slightly ahead at this point, but the Corpius fight can be a very big early game decider. Yeah, Ed just going ham, but getting blocked by the tail. You don't like to see that. Alright, we have Ed is phased into phase 2. Words is now phased into phase 2 as well. Corpius is a boss where aim really matters, because you do not have enough missiles to deal with. Ooh. And Words getting a 2-phase, I believe. Those extra missiles really help. When you skip an entire phase, that's a lot of time you can save. Why headlock is the holy grail. Both runners making their way to the Catarus elevator. There's a trick coming up called Arteria Damage Boost or Arteria D-Boost. It looks like Words is opting for the rail. No shame in that. But Ed is going to manage the D-Boost and gets it first try. So Ed is now also... Ed is in the lead now. And Words making his way to the elevator as well. Looks like there's about a... maybe a 5-second lead Ed has. Lots of clean movement for both runners in Arteria right now. All right. let's see how Ed and Words do in Caterus. There are a few tricks coming up that, while not make or break, they really show you the mastery and command that a runner has over their movement.
Uploading data.
The main trick here is something called ascending dual magnet, which is often called atom skip because it lets you skip every atom network station in the game. And so I know Ed will be doing atom skip. I do not know if Words will, but a successful atom skip will save you about 3 minutes over the course of the run. You know, you don't really think about it, but like every time you have to go to a network station, every time you're locked in to a network station, you have to wait for Samus to walk up to the pedestal. You have to wait for Samus to jam her arm cannon, and you have to wait for Adam to talk. So slow. So we like to see Adam skip. Surprisingly, Adam skip, not really mandatory, but when you're running against someone who does Adam skip, you have a lot of time that you gotta make up. Ed making quick work of the heat run. Let's see how Words does. Let's see, very nice. Keeping that health above 100. Ed just making quick work of that Emmy zone area. Just incredible movement. Absolutely clean. And we've come to expect this from Ednolium at this point in his Metroid journey. Words hitting that, I believe this is the third thermal of the run. Let's see what kind of spawn Words gets. It is the bad spawn, but you know, you do have a little bit of time there if you move fast enough. I would say Words is about 10 or so seconds behind at this point. Ed making his way to the fourth thermal. This is the one right before Adam skip. Making use of that free aim to open that door up there. Words clearing out the enemies between those dual magnets. Alright, let's see how Adam skip goes for Ed here. And he gets it second try. Very nice. Not first try, but you know, you can be stuck there for a while. And Ed getting a little trolled by the slope there. But Words on his third attempt at Adam skip might be going a little too late, might be doing that melee a little too late. If you do the melee too late, you just sort of there's a slope deceleration with these slopes right. So if you are too late, the slope deceleration will kick in, and you won't hit the spot you need to hit. Wordsayer still attempting it. I know you can do it. Let's go. We can do it. Ed coming back for Superman. And making his way to the second energy tank. Words taking a breather. You know, it's tough. This is a deceptively difficult trick. Like, Ed made it look easy. It is deceptively difficult to do this. The developers made sure that you couldn't do it. And they overlooked this one thing, you know, that lets you do it. But yeah, it's pretty difficult. But let me tell you what, if Words gets it in less than 3 minutes, that's a time save over not doing it. So Ed making his way to the Dyron tram. So close. Sunk cost fallacy can really hit you hard with this one. And let's see, at I think at about 19 minutes, Words will start losing time off of the time save that he would get. But like I said, sunk cost fallacy is really difficult with this because you have to go and hit all the atom stations. If you give up, if you raise the white flag on it, you have to go and hit all the atom stations. It's really not. It's like the worst of both worlds. Ed making his way to wide beam here. I think Words might be having an issue with maybe one of the buffers. Like you have to do a couple of buffered wall jumps. They look okay from where I'm sitting, but these screens are kind of tiny. I don't have full view of what's going on. They like look up to me. Ed turning on the generator, making his way to wide beam. And wide beam acquired. This next room coming up for Ed is kind of a technical movement room. It's called the Dyron Atrium, and it's this big room here, and there are lots of enemies and lots of places to get caught. Ed making his way through like a pro, even getting the titular Ed boost. Alright. Ed making his way back to Cataris. You gotta hand it to Words, though. Just trying and trying and trying. Like add the ascending dual magnet has to be lucky every time. Words only has to be lucky once. Ed making his way to Morphemi. And Words finally choosing to give up the ghost. Unfortunately, it happens. You know, like I said, that is a deceptively difficult trick. I still struggle with it sometimes. You know, I've been running this game for like 2+ years at this point, and I still struggle with it. So Ed making quick work of the Cataris central unit, while Words is doubling back and taking these rails to oh, and Ed making a visit with a certain professor. Very showy trick. That trick saves about, I want to say, like 1 second 1 second, and it's very easy to mess up. But yeah, Word's making his way back to where he needs to be. Green Emmy playing nice. For Words, you can get a 1 in 500 called Frog in the Well, and it's when the Green Emmy is right below you, and you have no chance to avoid it, so you have to wait. Ed making his way to the red teleportal for various suits, while Words is making his way to the lava draining cutscene. Ed opting to pick up that missile tank, partially for Kraid, partially for Drogiga and Gavrin Shozorowo, because every other pickup is inconvenient other than that one. So if you pick it up, you have 44. If you don't pick it up, you have 34. And the margin of error is a lot tighter on Kraid, Drogiga, and Gavrin Shozorowo. Words making his way to the dual magnet again, waiting for the cycle. Oh, he actually did. He did. He that was Superman. He did that. That's very interesting. Usually you want that enemy out of the way, but if you can do it without hitting them, you know, what's the damage? You know, literally none. Literally no damage. Wordsayer finishing up the back half of Cataris here, while Ednolium making his way toward Variacle. Ed hitting the 6th and final thermal. Honestly, these are like guts actuators. You gotta press all them buttons on the aggro crack. Yes, believe you me, that is the second Nickelodeon sports reference I've made while commentating this tournament. Ed with a very clean Varia climb. Words making his way to Dyron. All right. Ed's gonna be making his way back to Kraid. This room here with a little bit of technical movement, nothing too fancy. You can get hung up on things if your fingers decide to do the inputs wrong, or if Samus decides to hang on a ledge. You know. And Words coming into Dyron. Let's check on him. Alright. Fairly decent climb. Got the angled shot there that is kind of hard to hit. Pretty good movement in this room. We'll watch him till the generator, and then we'll watch Ed fight Kraid. Ed making his way to Kraid. Impeccable movement by Ed. Okay. Very clean section by Ed. Let's see how his Kraid goes. Alright. Kraid Charlies, you love to see it. He's a little fast on them Charlies. A little bit fast on the uptake. If that happens, you lose the missile, so you only get the charge. But it's still better than nothing. And Ed taking the single wall jump route. Ooh. pressure's on with this single wall jump. Very nice second try. Missing that fist by mere frames. That's hard to deal with because it is the fist attack that Kraid uses is variable length, so he might wait a long time to do it, or he might do it like fairly immediate. And Ed picking up diffusion. While Words is on his way back to Cattery. Oh, hey, Word. I saw the name in here, and I saw in the chat like the red names, and I was like, oh, that's the same person. No, it's not. Hi, Words. How you doing? I don't mean to distract you, by the way. But yeah, Atom Skip is tough, but you know, it's definitely doable. Definitely one movement after the other. It's just getting things down. Word's making his way to Morphemi and Catarus CU. Well, Ed is making his way toward Grapple Beam. Ed, coming up here, will be doing a trick called Early Grapple. It is a series of 2 coyote jumps that constitute a developer-intended shortcut. Getting grapple early gives you access to a whole bunch of shortcuts. And just sort of lets you, you know, skip some annoying sections, like the underwater section in Berenia that you would have to go through. All right, let's check in with Words. Let's see this Morphemi. There we go. Easy peasy. All right. There's a little bit of movement here, a little bit of Ed's doing what we would call morph falling. The idea here is that, much like in real life, curling up into a ball gets less drag on your person, so you reach terminal velocity faster. Ooh, Ed making pretty quick work of these grapple cancels coming up. But Words is making his way toward Variasuit. Let's see if Words picks up this tank. I believe we will be at 30 or 44 missiles. Yeah, there it is. Like I said before, you really want to take that. Just like real life. When I curl myself up into a ball, like Samus or Sonic the Hedgehog, I've noticed that I fall faster when I'm involved. And that's just because of physics. But yeah, Ed making his way back and taking a little plunge in the tomato soup. That's unfortunate. Usually you can get a buffered jump off of that to avoid having to do that, but that happens sometimes. Let's see what kind of spawn Ed gets. Looks like it might be the bad one. Ed just completely YOLOing it though. Very nice. Making his way through the dark room here. There's a couple of grapple cancels you can do to save some slight time. Yep, there we go. You want to grapple on that, on the furthest point you can for that, because when you're winding, when your grapple is winding in, you move a lot faster than when you're running. Alright, Word's very climb here. Doing pretty good. Lots of clean movement out of this. And he's through. And as the prize, very astute. There's a little bit of quick movement coming up here that gets you through this next room. 1 and 2, Ed making it look easy. Let's see how Words handles this technical section. Pretty decent. It's not the fastest you can do it, but it's pretty decent. You know. We love the decent. Whatever gets you through the day. What are you doing, Ed? Ed's a little bit of a joker. If you knew him, you'd understand. Making his way, Ed is, to Berenia. And you're gonna see Ed employ this shortcut that he can use because he has grapple beam. While Words is going to Kraid, doesn't seem to know about the secret tunnel down there, but it's okay. I don't know if Ed is doing backdoor flash, but I would bet at least $2. Yes, that's right, secret tunnel. And Ed getting caught up in that pool there, it's a lot easier to recover from that because Ed had grapple. And Words coming up on Kraid here, opting to use just a missile flow, you know, just as opposed to charge missiles. All right, successfully phased. Ed having a little trouble with backdoor flash here. You need. Oh, and opting to forego it, raising the white flag on that one. You need a bomb jump. You need an infinite bomb jump, side to side, that is 150, between 146 and 151 BPM. Ed getting flash shift here, and if you don't have that, or if your placement of your bombs triggers the sensors on the door in any way, that timer resets. Oh, and Ed getting tagged by the door too. This Berenia 1 not going super great for Ed, but I'm sure he'll recover. Words making his way to Dairon to do early grapple and get grappled. This diffusion beam here is really helpful because you can make these shots, and the scatter from the diffusion beam, the scatter from the shots, will tag those blobs and get them done easy. Ed doing C-boost here, very nice. Coming up on the wrong side of it, but he doesn't let that stop it. So. All right, let's check out Words and Dairon. Let's see this early grapple. having just a little bit of trouble with that area. Okay, let's see what we got. Very nice. First one, perfect. Perfect coyote. Second one, perfect coyote. Very nice job. Ed, making his way to the speed booster end. Now. Oh, that's not. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you're scaring me, Ed. That's so nice. Ed just putting out innovations even the general public hasn't seen. Like, I don't think that was an accident. That was a I know exactly how I need to do this. I'm gonna do it. Word's making his way to Grapple Beam, while Ed will be taking care of the easiest Emmy in the speed run. Asterisk. As long as you hit it. Ed just doing the stone cold stunner on that Emmy. Alright, now the next steps for Ed are to go to Ferenia. And fight an absolute murderer, the Quiet Robot. Ooh! Losing that spark there. Lose a little bit of time off that. More importantly, let's see if he picks up this third energy tank. This can often be a great indicator for, you know, confidence in a run during versus safety. Usually, for a lot of these runs, a lot of these any percent runs, the sweet spot is 3 energy tanks. Just because, you know, Raven can go wrong, Gold Chozo can go wrong. Gold Chozo hits like a truck at the very end, doing 175 damage per hit. And Words having to deal with those atoms. Really unfortunate. But hey, if you want, you can just like I don't know, pretend you're getting loot drops from him or something. I don't know. I really don't like waiting through Atom. And I'm sure Words doesn't either. Ed coming up to Ferenia, doing the Ferenia 1 spark here. And trying that again, getting that spark. See if he can hold it. Looks like he will. That was very, very nice. Just a lot of nice movement from Ed. There's half damage. Oh, he's yeah. When Quiet Robo moves back like that, it can cause a lot of problems. Words making his way up to Morphball Bomb. And Ed with the magic. Very nice. So let me explain a little bit about that little section of movement there. So magic is a quirk in the grapple beam system in the game, or the grapple beam logic, that if you press your inputs at just the right time, instead of doing a morph ball wall jump, or instead of, nothing happening, you can morph pretty much instantly off of a grapple beam, and it will kick you up to the height of the spring ball. And that is useful in a couple of places, especially in Gavarin. It's useful in Gavarin. in this one section where you don't necessarily want to, you know, be subject to the auto unmorph. It's like it's that room right before. It's that room like with the grapple monolith in it. You know, a magic in there can be the difference between accidentally unmorphing when you don't want to, because you have to travel through two separate tunnels, and just being able to move through that just quickly, and that can cost a couple seconds. All right, looks like Ed and Words are both traveling to Ferenia. They bought the same train ticket. We're gonna say high five. We can also say that they bought the same train ticket. Words making his way down to Flash Ship for Verenia 1. Ed making his way down to Dragiga for yeah, that's right, they took a midnight train going anyway. Ed making pretty quick work of this Verenia 2, these movement segments. And Words suffering the curse of the atom. That's not like X-Men Children of the Atom. You don't actually want the curse of it. Oof! Losing that spark there. It's okay. Very nice improvisation by Ed. Let's see how he does with Dragiga. Alright. And Ed get one cycle Dragiga. Looks like he will get it. This abuses a quirk in Dragiga's AI logic and animation system. If you melee into him, the counter that counts down for when Dragiga closes the little lotus that he has there. Call it closing the flower, I guess. It delays that. And you can delay that enough to defeat Dragiga in one cycle. Let's see how Words handles these two blobs here. With that top enemy dead, we've automatically ruled out C-Boost. So it looks like Words will just be going back. Going back and across the top. Ed making his way to Gab Choza Robo. It's looking like he's got plenty of missiles. You need 30. Plus a spark to get rid of this Robo. Nothing Ed hasn't seen before. Making great use of the grapple cancel here. A little hung up there, but you know, not a big deal. I'm gonna be honest, that's a pretty decent segment. Alright, Words doing the wall, or the ball jump. Ball jump underwater. Rapid fire jump is the fastest way to move underwater. By a few frames. So if you have more fall, it behooves you to do those rapid fire jumps. You can kind of think of it like a little bit, maybe a little bit like arm pumping in SM. Obviously, different, different game, different concepts. But, it increases your lateral distance just a little bit. All right, let's see Words face off against the Speed Booster Emmy. Let's look at the setup here. Oh. See, this is a tough one because you see how fast the Speed Emmy moves. Very nice parry. You see how fast the Speed Emmy moves. It is just, you miss 1 or 2 shots and it is on you. Oh, my heart can't take it. Ed's movement through Elune, very, very nice. And we're done with the Speed Booster Emmy on Word's side. But don't worry, I'm watching Ed too. Very nice section. Very nice first half of Elune. Yeah, the yellow Emmy can bully you very, very hard. Let's see the Elune speed keep. Oh, looking so good. So good. Yeah, he earned that one. Ed opening with the missile. Full weaving using a turbo controller is not allowed in our rules, unfortunately. But, you can throw a missile at the opening. Nope, a missile at the ending. Words making his way to Perennia, like Quiet Robo. Big fan of that, big fan of that grapple rapid fire. So, during this load screen, let's take a moment for some meditation on glitchless early ice. GEI, or GAY, as you might call it. So, there are sort of 2 ways you can attack this now. There's GEI, gay, and then there's super gay. Like for me, I'm super gay, so it's fine. But I don't know how to do that one. So this is a trick we use to keep it so that you don't have to get spin boost. Like, water bomb jumps are not allowed in glitchless, so we have to do this the speed keep and the spark store called glitchless early ice. Ed going for the super gay. Ooh, so nice. That is so tough to do. Super gay. The difference between gay and super gay is super gay trivializes that entire mushroom move, which is has a little bit of technical movement, and you can get kind of hung up there if you're unlucky. Word's doing a real good job taking out the Quiet Robo. Ed's on his way to glitchless, the glitchless ice Emmy kill, which is the same as, woo, so nice. Which is the same as the ones with glitches. You know. So as you get into this late game portion, the difficulty kind of ramps up. It's not like a super, it's not like a cliffside. I would say it's more of a gentle incline as you add items. And as you add items and as you add movement possibilities, it's much easier to fall victim to, various maladies that would, keep you from moving fast. But in the particular case of the ice enemy, the location that we normally choose to kill it, it's very weird because, it's walking along that ceiling, and first you have the HUD in the way, and then if you're not quick enough, you can actually see the ice enemy. Ed making his way to Ferenia to do glitchless early space, the wall jump variant. I know I've used the word technical a lot, but this is a very, a technical series of movements in order to use the intended shortcut that the devs put in for space jump. Oh, and Ed just powering through. Yeah, he's done this before. Let's see what we got here. Word's making his way to Burning 2. Nice. You get it? This is a little bit of a toughie. Like right now, this trick doesn't really save that much time. Oh, a little bit of letting out a little bit of frustration there. There we go, and he's through. It's a little bit of a toughie, and it doesn't save much time. But if we start doing loads remove time, that's probably one of the areas that will change the most. Because doing that will save you a substantial amount of time if loads are removed. Words making his way to Dragaiga. While Ed's making his way to Secret Tunnel number 2. Ooh, and getting... Ooh. Ah, those grapples are... That grapple looks slower than usual, even if it's underwater. Oh yeah, that, Little mountain. Yeah, that, speed booster. The Bernie 2 speed booster. Very nice. Helps with that crystal enemy, so that you don't get hit. Words coming into Dragaiga. Let's see how that's going. One and two. All right. Oh, you don't want to miss here for sure. Needs to watch his health. That's unfortunate. So we're gonna stick with words until until Dragaiga is finished. Ed making his way to Yellow TV. Oh, Word's having a little trouble with the running a tower climb. Those enemies can be really, really obnoxious. So we have a bit of a tough situation for Words. He doesn't have very much health at all, and he's got 10 missiles. So What needs to happen is that he's got to find some way to get health and missiles. Luckily, there is a full recharge station right before this. So let's see what happens. Ed making his way to glitchless early screw, which is different from the other early screw variants that we've seen. This one just involves using that slope basically abusing that slope deceleration that I talked about earlier, and using it to get enough height to get out of the water. And Word's opting to take that that full recharge station. Ed's through. Oh, having a little trouble there. He's got to do this. He's got to do this shine spark too, because you can't water bomb jump in glitchless. So you need to do that. Word's making his way to super missiles. I hope I have that right. I hope I have those pronouns right, because it's been about an hour, and if I don't have them right, I've been completely messing it up. And despite this looking like a water bomb jump, that's not a water bomb jump. That is an out of water bomb. And the difference is, one's a glitch and one's not. No. The difference is, the bomb is actually out of the water, and you are using the bomb is out of the water, and you are sort of playing with Samus's morph ball to just sort of like get the height off of that jump that you need, because you can just barely get out of the water there. Word's making his way to Eloon. While Ed making his way to Orange. That's right. No longer considered in the water when the bomb goes. But since it is not abusing that flag, that flag that says that you can't bomb jump underwater, it's not a glitch. Ed's here in Orange, taking a little dunk in the soup, but here with Space Jump makes that so much easier. Try doing that with no jump upgrades, and that's kind of challenging, unless you really got it. That's good soup. Let's see how Words handles this first part of a loon. Sometimes maybe not doing as many flashes as you might like to see, because a lot of it is just sort of like you have to really just kind of put that in your head. Yeah, I bet it was horrifying. You kind of just have to put that into your head to get those flashes off wherever possible. You want those flashes and those flash chains. Looks like Words is going back and trying again. Let's see what we got. Ooh, getting half of it. In this case, half is better than nothing. It is definitively better than nothing. And Words coming in to fight his first Chozo warrior. Oh, All right. Phasing him, but good. Ed working his way toward gravity puzzle. We'll switch back to that audio as soon as Words is done here. Ed's picking up the speed boost just fine. Ooh, very nice. Let's see what kind of missiles we're doing here. All right, so that's 60, I think. Let me check here. My eyesight might be failing me. That's definitely 60. Ed making his way to gravity suit. Words making his way to glitchless early ice. Maybe, or maybe not. You can still get spin boost. In fact, spin boost is, you know, low-key kind of nice in this section of the game. Alright, Ed has both screw and space, so we're not going to Frozen Arteria today. Alright, let's see those robos. Words, having to talk to Adam. Unfortunate, but you know, Adam's a pest. Ed getting a little boxed in there, but you know, nothing a good problem solver can't solve. Alright, let's flip over to Words for glitchless early ice. Looks like Words is indeed doing glitchless early ice. We'll see how this goes. Maybe press and jump a little too much, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Hitting that ledge. That ledge is a real problem. Sometimes I hit that ledge and just like, well, why did I lose it? You know, because I hit that ledge. Ed making his way over to fight Golzuna. We're gonna tune in for that. Oop, and getting a bad spawn there. All right, there's one spark. There's two sparks. We're building a spark here. The third one, not getting the flash that you might want to get, and just YOLOing it. Incredible. That would have been so cash. I'm so sorry, Ed. And it looks like Words has made it through glitchless early ice. And getting the bad Emmy spawn here. Not going to be able to hit the break the shell with the speed booster here. That was very nice. Oh, I'm getting hit again. Okay, get it that time. All right, very nice. Ford him. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh, man, he cursed you in VC? Oh, jeez. Words opting to take it a little further back, probably because of the lip issue that I mentioned here. If your aim is not that good, you might actually make it all the way up to the lip. But in this case, Words' aim was true. So, boom, there it goes. Just kind of actually kind of a really, really good showing from both runners in their respective skill sets. Like, I'm seeing just commonalities across both runs. I'm seeing a lot of quick charges. I'm seeing a lot of quick rises. you know, the building blocks, the fundamental of what you want to see. Ed making his way through the obstacle course. Can he put the monkey statue on? Can he put the head on right? That was very nice. Sometimes the head is backwards. You know, I'll call it that. The head is backwards when you're in glitchless and you have to go through that obstacle course, but you accidentally have screw attack activated, so you go down in that little where you're trying to do the grapple DT slide, which you obviously can't do in glitchless. So that's not a place that you want to be. All right, so Ed making his way to Ferenia for the last time. Words. Looks like Words is going to do glitchless early space with the wall jumps. Let's see how many tries it takes. First try, impeccable. Very nice job. Wow. That is a highly technical section of movement. Folks, you love to see it. You love to see a flawless wall jump glitchless early space. Ed making his way through these sections here. While Words will be making his way down the elevator to yellow TP to pick up screw attack. So both of these guys ended up running the same route pretty much. Oh, a little bit of showmanship from Ed there. Don't worry, it's the good kind of showmanship. Just complete mastery over the speed booster. All right. The only thing standing in between Power Bomb for Ed is Wave Beam. Ed being very careful with those storm missiles because they can be kind of finicky. Sort of really tight movement through that area. Getting tagged there. The very thin margin of error for that. See these robos? Oh. They go down real easy. Words hitting yellow TP. Ed going back to the last storm locks that he'll have to do, other than 2-lock gold skip. So I'm curious to see what kind of approach Ed's going to take with Wave End. I think he's a big fan of the jump over and then read the. I'm going to call it reading the tarot of the faceplate there to make sure that he doesn't get tagged. Ooh, instant spark. Ah. You know, seeing it in a practical sense, it's just like, man, that saves so much time, like, comparatively, over storing and then doing an instant, going back right under or right diagonal and doing an instant spark. Alright. Let's see what Wave Emmy has in store for Ed. Now we're going to want to take a very, very good look at the Omega stream here to see how many shots Ed makes. A couple of shots there. If I was getting that, I would jump over. Yep. A little bit of... Oh, so nice. I was worried for a sec because there was a little bit of a pause there. But good job. Words trying to abuse that overhang for glitchless early screw. You see, he's slowly gaining height. He's slowly gaining height. There it is. Now Words has to do this speed keep as well, or this spark. Ed opting for the express train out of there, and Words gets the spark. Ed on his way to Hanubia for the last time. Now, the mechanics behind this wall jump is that, like, you want to be in, like, you want the morph animation to be complete. There we go. So nice. You want the morph animation to be complete, and you also want to be above the morph ball bomb that you ate. Ed coming in here for the power bomb Chozo Warrior. At this point in the game, you're going to see things hit like a truck. Very nice. And say, if you look at that, 2 hits, and Ed was at threat level red. Those things are so powerful. All right. Words making his way to orange. Taking that tunnel. Didn't take that tunnel when coming back for Kraid. You know? But, and here's the funny part. There's an even shorter way to do that. And it's, there are a couple of bomb blocks right in that side tunnel there that you can lay a bomb and get out. Woof! Ed getting very nice power bomb RNG. He's going, here he is, going for penthouse keep. And say this again and again, we call it the penthouse because it's right above where you started the game, the basement. It's right above, it's the room actually where you fought Ravenbeak for the first time in the cutscene. That's why you fell down, because your father really, really, really wanted to kill you. So we don't like patricide on this. Oh, actually, no, we do like patricide, just in the case of Raven. But you shouldn't be mean to your dog, okay? Getting on a tangent. That was a very, very nice gold Chozo Warrior from Ed. Speaking of the father, I hope Ravenbeak has those cameras on Samus, because he's gonna see those rapid fire grapple beams, and he's gonna. Well, birds can't really sweat. Can birds sweat? I don't think so. Whatever he needs to do to keep cool, he should be doing it, because Ed's gonna make quick work of it. Alright. Words is here for grapple. No, birds can't sweat. Words has this gravity puzzle here. Taking that diagonal. It's a safe way to do it. Consistent way to do it. And he's through. Very nice. Opting not to pick up that missile tank. While Ed is taking the long elevator to Ravenbeak. Let's see how this fight goes. Alright, we got some red wave action. Ed knows exactly where the missiles cut off. Or where you should cut off the damage. Very nice. Getting a few missiles in there during the phase as a sort of passing wave to it. Now, you might have seen, you might have asked yourself, why can't Ed stay in the same position when there are successive Gatling guns? And like most things, the answer is because it doesn't work. So you have to do another melee setup. I think it's because you're too laterally close to Raven. Ed getting a sun, choosing to just tank through it. Don't think I don't see you, Words. Those were very good for any robos. And Ed is through. Ed's through, and it is over for Ravenbeak. Words is going to come up here to fight Golzuna. Ed is Ravenbeak X. Escape. Okay, that is very close. That is very close to the trigger there. And if you wait that long, you do get a little bit of. He does go down a little faster if you do that. It's all about min-maxing that sort of QTE cutscene action. Alright, let's see how Words handles Golzuna. Taking care of the Pinky. Taking care of Goliath. Very nice morph tunnel from Ed. Very nice power bomb preload. Alright, so it looks like Words isn't going to get that spark. So we're going to count to 18 here. Ed going for Arc Spark, named after community member Arcandy. Oh, it was so close. The full Arc Spark is when you can carry the spark all the way to that point that you see on the screen there. Words is through Golzuna. Very nice job. And Ed is about to cross the finish line here. And let's see here. Ed crossing the finish line with the time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 19 seconds. GG's, Ed. Congratulations. So this is a sort of tough room for Words. And by the way, we are waiting on commentary until both runners. That room back there with the the tutorial room, I'll call it, for the cross bombs. Tutorials only work if the cross bombs themselves work, in my opinion. But we won't get into that. It's just sort of, that Bomberman action across the crumble blocks there. There's a very kind of specific positioning to keep you from just sort of like losing that sort of horizontal boost and then just like kind of falling down. It's very frustrating. Words powering his way through. Adam's broken at this point, so he doesn't need to go to Adam, and he realized that. Health is a little low. I want to be very cautious here. Any one of these enemies can kill him. Grabbing that missile tank, accidentally, but I consider a good cache of missiles for Ravenbeak to be 54 or above. And I think Words only has 52. If my screen isn't lying to me. Welcome, Ed.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
So we'll get to how you felt about the race, but would you like to commentate with me? I'm very lonely.
Absolutely. I would love to. I haven't been I've only had the race up a little bit, but oh, Words coming to Ferenia now. Nice.
Mhm.
Did Words go early space as well?
Words did the exact same route as you.
Nice. That's awesome. This is like some of the hardest movement in the game to like actually get good at.
It really is.
And like you can see like because I know Words is pretty new to the game, right?
Words is pretty new to the game, but he's honestly impressing me.
That's what I'm saying. Like so the movement on display like shows understanding of like the intention of how you're supposed to move through the game.
Mm-hmm.
Without like knowing like specific room strategies. Like it honestly reminds me a lot of when I was starting to learn the game. Because I was like, okay, you're supposed to like flash shift. That was nice. You're supposed to like flash shift everywhere. You're supposed to try to be fast and whatever. And yeah, it's just good.
It really looks like he has a lot of those building blocks down.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Really, the only like, not even like really call them deficit, but it's just like the. It's just the individual tricks,
Yeah.
It's getting those on lock.
The tricks are hard.
They're very hard.
Glitchless is like the true testament of your ability to move through the game. Like that's most of the category. Like,
yeah,
like the whole thing.
Apart from Adam, but we know how we all feel about Adam here.
Oh, nobody likes Adam. This guy's a jerk.
Nobody likes Adam.
We do like storm missiles.
We do like storm missiles.
I actually love storm missiles. I'm not gonna lie.
I like storm missiles, except when you only get 4 of the locks.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal.
I remember the most heinous storm missile malfunction I've ever seen was way back when in the any percent NMG tournament, Satterhawk versus Carter Freak.
Oh, yep.
That cost Carter the race.
Yup. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I've seen, like, on the one that Words just opened, I've seen a runner. I want to say it was Charlotte. I saw, like, them miss one of the locks, but be able to position Samus so that, like, the end of the storm missile volley coming out of the arm cannon was on the lock, and she was able to open it.
Oh, wow.
Because she was able to adapt and, like, get next to it. It was so freaking cool.
Words with the massive W.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous
the Ferenia
fight.
Chozo Robos.
Yeah. By the time I realized the fight was happening, it was over.
Oh, don't worry, I got you. Yeah, I've been sort of flitting back and forth between you two. I don't like to keep the audio just in one place, but I do like to, especially with runners who are fairly new to this, I like to highlight their performances.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like to leave that audio just on, just on the person in the lead.
Of course, of course.
Because there's gonna be downtime.
Yeah, loading screens and stuff. A lot of those. Ooh, that blob just trolled Words pretty hard.
Yep.
All right, let's see how the purple Emmy goes. I wonder what strat he's going to use. I'm going to assume the not the danger mode strat. Probably the like the run through and push the block and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which is still like decently fast. Like it's fine.
Yeah, I guess we can call that the athletic strat.
The athletic strat, yeah.
Because you're doing a lot of running when you do that.
Yeah, it's like a little triathlon. Very small one. We love the tornadoes.
Hmm.
Oh, he knows the cross bomb. Let's go.
Hmm. That's so nice.
All right,
That little bit of movement is so nice there.
It's so cool. Drop the cross. Nice. We got the angle. We're good. We're good. He's good. We got this.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Purple Emmy's going down.
Negligible damage loss.
It
with the
really
cross-bomb block there.
Yeah, it really doesn't take that much time away. Oh, you don't have to do that. You could just charge. You might not know.
It's fine.
Yeah, just it's just another thing to learn. That's all.
Yep, absolutely.
There's just so much to learn in this game.
Didn't trust it. He says he didn't
Reasonable. Reasonable.
Absolutely
honestly.
reasonable.
Like super duper reasonable. All right, what do we got next? Power Bomb, Chozo,
Let me actually
and
turn.
then gold, and that's it, right?
Yep.
much
Yeah, Powerbomb Chozo, Gold Chozo, Ravenbeak X.
Good old
Big
Ravenbeak. Papa Beak.
Not
As
my
I
dad.
want to call him. No, not mine either.
Mm-mm.
And yet another elevator. We do love some
Yep.
elevators in the Dread community, whether we want to or not. They're happening.
Yep. Got to get that load remover happening. Tell you what.
Oh, I feel like every
Right.
route will change if that happens.
Absolutely. I was talking about this a little earlier. Glitchless early space, the wall jump variant, will pull pretty far ahead of any other route
That
if we
doesn't
start
surprise
going by
me.
if we start going by loads remove time.
Yeah. Which is cool because the route has more tricks and it's more fun. Though I will say I really do like Frozen Artaria. I feel like that movement's super fun. No matter
Frozen
what way you
Artaria
do it.
surprises me.
Like even
All right, let's
yeah. All right, we got storms.
let's see
We
how
got storms.
Yep. There's that
Nice.
box. There's that missile snuck in. I think this is
Got
the third storm. Yeah, there we
Nice. Well, I think we
Nice.
let those off a little early.
go. A little early.
Do we know if Words is turbo or manual?
It seems like Words is turbo because he is holding off on the lead.
That makes a lot of sense.
His shots are very, very consistent
Yeah, yeah.
and even.
That makes sense. Especially if you're that's really the telltale, right? Is if you're not weaving.
Yeah.
Gotta
I mean,
sneak
and
in
there are people
missiles
who
here and
mash
there.
who don't know how to weave either. So
True,
that
true.
Can't be the entire tell.
True,
But
true.
what I usually look for is
Consistency,
consistent, consistent even beam fire.
yeah. Good old power bombs. Let's all give some RNG to Words for power bomb drops. We don't want
Yep.
we don't want our friend to get messed up on power bomb drops.
So the way this works is that the game will not give you a power bomb if you damaged. If the way you killed something is with a power bomb, the game will not give you a power bomb.
Correct. You have to beam
So-
kill it.
Yep, you got to use some. You at least have to use something else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There we go. There's some.
Oh, I like
there's
the
some
cross
power
bomb
bombs
there.
I mean,
An
that
option.
is pretty. It's a pretty decent time save that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, especially like if you're not doing like the speed keep and stuff through there, like
Yeah.
or if you're not laying the power bomb in the prior room, rather, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
My brain broke for a second there. All right, how many missiles we got? 52. Seems good.
52.
Nice. Snuck a missile in.
I'm sort of waiting with bated breath for Ravenbeak because I consider the gold standard of missiles for non-weaving to be 54.
Oh, Words is saying he's manual mash.
Incredible.
Yeah, nice.
Those shots, my dude,
That's
those
really
shots are super
fast.
even.
Yeah,
Those
they're
shots
really
are super-
even.
Those shots are super even. So consistent.
Yeah, it's really. Ooh, no!
Oh, getting knocked back. Getting knocked back.
Okay, nice. Got the kill.
Maybe play a little Star Fox and a little more Metroid Dread here, so that you don't get knocked back. I'm just kidding.
Got to play some Soul Calibur. Learn those.
That was a very
impact.
clean fight. That was a very clean fight with a lot of consistent, even mashing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was Diesel.
I think Words will go far here.
Oh, I think so too.
Not just
I
here,
think so
not just here, but if he sticks with it, I think he'll drop down into the 120s, maybe the teens even.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
The real for me when I started playing this game, like my first PB of all bosses glitchless was like a 156. And
yeah.
I was like, I just want the 125. And 125 in
yeah.
glitchless is like it's a tough time to hit.
Yeah, it really is. I don't have a similar story for glitchless because I was already well versed in this game by the time I started running glitchless. But my initial any percent NMG time was 147.
Yeah.
And I'm here now with a 112.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you the improvement.
Yeah. I think yours and my PBs are like several seconds from each other.
Yeah. We got to change that. Anyway, coming into Raven.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see if he can get that zero lock mash.
Gotta get that red armor.
There's that weaving. There's
Got
that
some weave.
weaving.
1, 2. Nice.
Two
Playing
lock
it
mash.
safe.
Easy peasy.
Playing it safe. Ooh, working the cross bomb in. All right.
We love it.
I see you. I see you.
We love to see it. Delightful. Delightful work here.
All right. All right. All right. We're getting the inadvertent left wall strats there.
Yeah.
Little melee. All right.
Little melee. I will say that I think that RNG manip, that sidewall RNG manip, is worth more than those cross bombs.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Nice. Oh, the double shine spark.
Getting kind of bodied there.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, sun is unfortunate.
Sun is unfortunate.
Oh, he doesn't even care.
It's gonna be, he might not even care, but it might force him to care here real quick.
Oh yeah, this is a tough combo.
If that weaving speed doesn't pick up.
Oh
no! And that is a good example of how Ravenbeak can your fight with Ravenbeak can just fall down the toilet.
Yeah, that guy's a jerk. I don't know if you knew.
He sure is.
He's not a nice guy, honestly.
No, he's not a nice
really
guy.
Pretty rude. He's able to shine spark without charging up speed booster. It's kind of BS. He's hacking.
Yeah.
Nice. That was pretty fast phase one.
One lock.
Oh, okay. Oh no!
I think that we're cursing him a little bit.
I don't mean to. It's never ever on purpose. I apologize.
No, I know. It's but it's like
Oh
I get it
no!
because we get so enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, I get excited.
You know, it's hard. It's hard to like. It's hard to calm it down.
Yeah, absolutely. Ravenbeak said,
go.
"Come over here." That's why he's yellow. He's channeling Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Just get over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, this has got to be the phase 2 transition here.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is.
There we go. All right.
All right. Let's see that phase 2 again.
You know, the cross bombs might not be the best thing in the world. They're pretty sweet, though.
They are pretty nice.
They're pretty sweet. I feel like there's a lot of stuff in this game that's really cool, but not necessarily the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And I just still do some of it because it's cool.
Yep. A lot of speed keeps are that thing.
Yeah. Yep. Look at Frozen
Because
Artaria.
flash shift is. Yeah, because flash shift is so OP.
It really is.
It tends to put speed booster on the back burner, which is saying something considering the history of speed booster in Metroid. And considering the upgrades that were made specifically for Dread.
Yeah.
All right, we're in phase 3 now.
No greed this time, words.
No greed.
Yeah, just drop the PV. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Better to take the black hole than the shine spark, that's for sure. Oh, a little early on the parry.
A little early on the parry, but you know, you don't want an overkill anyway. So
True. But like, it's nice to get the refill off of it at least, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
And
RB down.
we're here for parry number 1 and parry number 2, and we're through.
We're through.
We are through.
Good old RBX coming up.
Friendship ended with Ravenbeak. Quiet Robe is my new friend.
Yeah. Agree.
All right, let's see Ravenbeak X here. Let's see this timing.
All right, let's see which method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. That's the method. It's one of the two.
Yep.
Goodbye, Raven.
He'll be waiting here a little for a portion of a second. He'll be waiting here compared to the optimal way that you can do that. But you know, better safe than sorry. You always want to be a few frames early rather than a few frames late.
Yeah, a few frames makes the difference between evaporating Ravenbeak X and then just taking a vacation down his throat. Like you just get chomped, and it's not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then you gotta like skip the cutscenes again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See this escape gauntlet here.
We going for the power bomb? No power bomb.
No power bomb.
It is pretty unnecessary there.
Much easier to get through here than last time.
Yeah. Hyper Beam makes quick work of those blocks, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Makes quick work of everything.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta ask. Team, chat, what do you think Hyper Beam tastes like?
Peppermint. It's always gonna be peppermint for me.
That's
just
wild to
else.
me. I don't know how you get peppermint out of it.
Look at it.
Just look at it, they say.
Just look at it. It looks like a candy cane.
Okay, all right, I can see that angle. For me, it's black cherry, 100% of the time.
Black cherry.
Time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice save.
Ooh, nice. If I can't
have
peppermint, cherry limeade. If I can't have peppermint.
Cherry limeade, delicious. Watermelon, also a good answer. Time.
We are done with a time of, I believe, 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 39 seconds.
That sounds about right. GG words.
Let's see. Vale says strawberries and cream. She-Wolf0777 says it tastes like watermelon.
I can see it.
21. It tastes like burning.
I feel like that's probably the most accurate. It tastes like instantly being evaporated.
Yeah. So fast you don't even feel it.
Nope. The signal doesn't even get to your brain by the time you're evaporated.
Yeah. Let's let's get Words in here real quick.
Yes, let's.
Words, how you doing?
What's up? GG's.
What up, Words? GG.
GG's.
Oh,
Don't mind
whoa,
us.
whoa,
We've
whoa.
just been co-commentating your race.
One sec.
No problem.
Yes, I've been listening to that.
Oh, you've been listening.
Yeah. No, I had the stream up the whole time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that. How
didn't
else
wanna
am I
give you
gonna
any grief
learn
with
stuff
that,
that Ednolium does?
That's honestly, that's really.
Didn't wanna
fair.
give you too-
That's really
I'm like,
fair.
yeah, because like I totally forgotten about the tunnel coming out of Varia. Because like I'd seen it a week ago, but like I'd never used it before. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that was there. And
Oh,
then
the pitfall
Jay
block?
called it out in commentary. And was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's a thing.
Uh-huh. and then you that was really funny because you did that, and then there's another even shorter shortcut that you missed because
Yeah,
you
I'm
did
gonna
that.
have to I'm gonna have to rewatch the VOD for sure to see things I could learn. Also,
There's-
for the
this was a
record,
to learn.
I'm not actually new to the game. I
Oh.
speedran the game when it came out
Oh,
for
okay.
a couple
Okay.
months,
All right.
and then I quit shortly before Adam Skip was discovered.
Ooh,
So like
yeah.
I've got a lot of catch up to
Prophetic.
do and things I'm learning,
Yeah.
and like I hadn't touched the game for like 2 years, so I'm new coming back to it.
that
But I do
makes
have
sense.
a decent bit
Well,
of experience.
Well, apologies
welcome
for,
back.
for misquoting that, and yeah,
No,
welcome
no,
back.
Yeah.
no apologies necessary. It's
Sorry,
you know,
when
you're
we-
painting me in a better light by saying I'm new to the game, and yeah,
Mm.
I'm just that
When,
quick of a learner, you know.
Yep. But yeah,
But no, I am.
I honestly
am
think it
learning quick,
doesn't
though.
like, yeah, it honestly, like, really good fundamentals here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
From what I saw, anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like I mean,
those,
I got like a 129.58 or something in practice the other day, which
Oh,
like my
nice.
PB before I quit running was 134 flat.
Mhm.
So like,
Oh wow,
I feel really good about my progress. Like
you
coming
absolutely
back to
Mhm.
it. Yeah,
bodied your PB.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Regardless of whether you're new or whether you're coming back, I still think you can grab that 119x.
Yeah,
I think so,
I
too.
am. That
I
is
promise you
definitely my
that.
goal. I just need consistency, and I need Adam Skip to not kick my butt.
Yeah, that'll happen. Adam Skip be like that.
And again, I
Yeah.
feel like I'd figured it out, like what I was doing wrong, and then this run, I just couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Like
I
the last
think
3 or 4 runs, I got it within like a minute or two, but today I just couldn't.
That's tough.
Yeah.
from what I saw, your melees were consistently just enough late for it to be a problem.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Also, I think I might have like over practiced it a little bit because it's been. I feel like once I get tense and frustrated, it gets
Oh,
that
yeah.
much harder to like actually get it
It,
right.
it's entirely possible. The salt builds
Yeah.
and builds, and
That's
Yeah.
there's no
honestly
coming back from that.
That's been me with Backdoor Flash since I came back from my little hiatus that I've taken. Is
Yeah.
I used to do I think probably for a year I was able to do Backdoor Flash like perfectly consistent, like pretty much 100% of the time, and now I just don't have the muscle memory anymore for some reason. It's just gone. It's just
Yeah.
evaporated out of my brain.
Yeah.
And
I actually wanted to bring that up about backdoor flash. I was sort of wondering what was going on, and you explained it very well. But it looks like it's time to bump that Pearl Jam and get that muscle memory back.
Yeah. It's just really the trick is just put the bombs in the right place and it works. And I'm just not putting them in the
Yeah.
right place. That's most tricks in this game, though. It's just press the buttons in the correct order with the correct timing, and then the good stuff happens.
Yeah, it's easy. Just
absolutely.
Just get it right.
Push buttons, receive dopamine. Duh.
Duh.
So I also wanted to ask about glitchless early ice and glitchless early space as well.
Mhm.
Let's start with glitchless early ice. How do you both feel about that? I'll start with Words.
So that's a weird one for me because like some days it feels really crisp and clean, and then other days I just can't get it started. But I will say that's one like I do have a lot of muscle memory for because I actually learned that before I learned water bomb jumping back when the game was new. So like I have that. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much more fun than just bomb jumping. Like so satisfying. But yeah, I was definitely struggling with it like a week ago. And then I took, I think, Wednesday, and just did like an hour of practicing it. And like,
Nice.
I was figuring out all the nuances I had kind of sorted out beforehand, like again 2 years ago. So that was feeling really good. And then I think it was JLac who came into my stream and was like, "Hey, you can actually shine spark all the way up." And it's like, "Oh, really? Let me look at the video." And then so I spent half an hour learning that and actually got it in the run. So I'm really happy about that.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah, it was like the 5th try because I kept missing the unmorph, and then I got bad RNG on the Emmy. But once I got up there, I got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
How about you, Ed? How do you feel about glitchless early ice, or in your
mine
case,
was-
super glitchless early ice, and
Mine
actually
was
in Word's
perfect.
case too.
Mine was perfect.
Nice.
Like I don't have anything else
That's
to
a
say.
little haughty.
It was correct.
No, I'm
It was
kidding.
Hey,
correct.
I mean, when
did
you get it
correct.
right, like when you get it right
When
in
you
the
get it
run,
right, you
like
get
what
it
else can
right.
you say?
It's also
When
like
you get it right, you get it right.
I got my certified Ed original diagonal spark up to the room from the Ilon Gav speed keep as well. That
Nice.
Patent
I
pending.
don't know that
Trademark.
anybody else does that, and I
Does
don't
that-
know if it's faster or not.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure. I've seen that. I'm not sure if it saves time. It's very close if
Um,
it does.
It
But it's
at-
cool. It's
I
freaking
feel
cool.
like at the very least, like it's close. It maybe
Yeah.
loses like a second.
See,
But
it's
I also
stylish.
like it's so cool. Like the sweat. How do you not do that?
Yeah.
And
See,
honestly,
here's
the other
the
part
thing.
that I like about it is that after the bonk from the spark, you just flash right twice, immediately morph, and lay the bomb on your way down, so you don't have to worry about getting
yeah,
bumped
yeah,
back
yeah.
up by the bomb.
Mhm.
And then you can just do regular glitchless early ice. Like I just love it. It feels really good on like a visceral level. Like it just
Yeah.
feels good to execute.
That whole trick is that way, dude.
It really is the
The
whole,
thing.
sequence.
It's so
and then
satisfying.
like honestly, like I hate Ilon, right? Everybody hates Ilon, but coming back is probably my favorite part of Metroid Dread.
Yeah,
Actually, that and the Dairon fridge cleanup room in 100%. I love that room so much.
that 8-screen long speed keep.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like the coolest thing in the game. Oh, yeah.
But,
This game is
yeah,
great.
It's a really cool
this
video
game is good. So yeah, let's talk about glitchless early space. Ed, took a few attempts there. I know.
It was not great. My fingers stopped pressing the buttons in the right order, and it was just not great.
It happens. You're an hour into a run. This is, lots of people will say that, once you have it down, like this is one of the easiest speed games you can get into once you have it down. But like
Excluding Adam Skip.
Excluding Adam Skip.
But getting it down
I
is
sort of
hard.
just like kind of, yeah, getting it down is hard. I just sort of like, I think that, while not being as technical as some other games that we might mention, Dread, you still have a lot to learn.
Yeah, there's a lot, and it's like
I think it's very technical in like the subtleties of it.
yeah, it's the nuance of literally basic movement is a lot. Like just
There's a lot.
Like there's a reason that like the beginning of the game to flash shift is like the hardest part of the game. Because you don't have other tools. Like if this game didn't have flash shift or speed booster, it would be absolutely exhausting to play because of all of like the spin falls, the weaves, the slides off ledges. Do I melee off this ledge? Do I slide off this ledge? Oh, I need to get the morph boost right every time. Like it would be abysmal to run because of how intricate the basic movement is. And honestly, it's one of the reasons that Metroid Dread has the only escape sequence that I actually like is because it forces it. Yeah, because it forces you back to the basics of the movement. The only you can't flash shift. You get there's two speed boosters that even exist in escape.
See, I hate it for that reason.
And
I hate
very
all escapes,
very
but
the very cool and funny part about that is that it makes sense in the lore too, because the Metroid menu is overriding all your Aeon powers.
Yeah, the Aeon doesn't exist. Yeah. just eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm also like for the glitchless early space thing. Back to that. I know we kind of tangented a little bit, but it's like I've kind of been flip flopping back between routes because I don't really know which route I want to like commit to for the tournament.
Yeah.
So like that messes you up too. Like I was literally in voice chat in the Dread server, and I was like, "Where do I go now?" After I got Speed Booster, like I have like NMG brain rot happening right now. Like it's the thing.
Yeah, that happens.
How was your
So,
glitchless early space words?
oh yeah,
I got
yeah,
it first try.
Yep,
Hell yeah!
Yeah, dude.
we love to see it.
Awesome.
I excluding early ice, that might be my favorite trick in the run.
Yeah,
Like I and yeah, I feel really confident about that trick in particular, partly because like I play a lot of Metroid in general. I've been doing like a lot of aim to our randomizer lately, and just like the jumping into morph stuff and like bombing out of that, like all that quick timing stuff, I've gotten really comfortable with it, and it's just a lot of fun. Not to mention like again, 2 years ago this was the route that I learned before I quit.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm very comfortable with this route, and knowing that it doesn't lose much, if any, time over the other routes, like makes me be like, okay, I don't have to learn all the frozen Arteria stuff. I can just stick with my route and be okay for the tournament at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do struggle like momentarily with that trick sometimes. I think it's usually like the respin, because I'll tap the like, because you have to unmorph, respin, wall jump, and I think I just ended up tapping the wall jump a little too soon. So like I gotta just train myself to triple tap jump instead of double tapping, which is the same thing for Atom Skip, honestly.
Are
like,
you
I only
talking about the third bomb block, like the end?
Just all of them. Like
okay.
when I'm on the way back down, on the way back down to wall jump back to the ledge. Like getting the wall jump into that space, I actually don't have trouble with it anymore.
Yeah.
But also that's probably the trick I put the most time into back when I was learning the game. So it's like that's probably my strongest muscle memory in the route is that one trick.
If I may ask, which method do you use? Do you like hang on the ledge, or do you do the slide off?
I slide off. Coyote jump. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Ledge mechanics in most games tend to frustrate me until I put a lot of time into them. So it's just like it never feels comfortable to do like quick ledge grabs and to jump off stuff. I'm just like I'll do the slide off. It just feels more natural to me.
Makes sense. Yeah. It's just that the first and third bomb blocks, like if you hang onto the ledge and then jump off, it like auto spaces it, and like for the third one it's super nice because you're just automatically spaced for the wall jump. You don't have to like think about it really hard. Yeah, you can pretty much
didn't know that, but
I would recommend messing around with that in practice, like for the third one. It's really cool.
I'll keep that in mind for like the times where I wall jump low and ledge grab, so I don't have to climb back up because that is slower.
Yeah, the climb up is slower.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same thing in Mercury Steam %, except you have cross bombs, so that makes it trivial.
True. You can just store a shine spark and.
What is Mercury Steam %? Is that like intended route?
Without going into too much of a tangent, Mercury Steam % is when you use all the developer intended sequence breaks.
Right. So no Atom Skip.
You still do Atom Skip, unfortunately.
How is that developer intended though?
It's just for quality of life.
It's not all of them. It's not like intended. Okay. Like not all of them. So
gotcha.
There are five developer intended sequence breaks that you can do. There's
so it's more like a bingo card.
Diffusion bombs and flash ship. Yeah. There's diffusion bomb and flash ship before Kraid. There's supers before Drogiga. There's space jump before SQ. Gravity soup before Golzuna. And there's another one that's escaping me. But there are 5 of them. Without going on too much of a tangent, that's the basic structure of Mercury Steam %. So a little bit of housekeeping here. It's a neat category. A little bit of housekeeping here. So Ed will be moving on to face manager in the second round, and Words, you'll be moving to second bracket to face, I believe, Spear Time.
Yes, Spear Time.
It will be Spear Time. I loathe calling it the losers bracket because none of you are losers. You're all very, very good at the game.
Fair point.
But
losers bracket
um,
means nothing to me anymore. Like I played a lot of Smash Brothers tournaments. Like it's
yeah.
just another bracket. It's just a
And
thing.
I'm a fighting game player, so like, yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
whatever to me.
I just don't like to
I
call
appreciate
people losers.
I appreciate
except people
the
who
thought.
really, really deserve it. But yeah, so that's how the brackets are falling. Our second bracket is filling out very, very nicely. And it looks like so we have one more match in round one. I'm going to try to pronounce this the best I can. Hatsush versus Lab Member.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a cool
And
match.
that's a match that's coming up. That's tomorrow, I believe, at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Nice.
And then we'll be moving on to round two, where we have Satterhaw versus Root Origin, and Arcandy versus Metrol. Metrol is another
Oh,
great
that'll
up
be
and comer.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be a cool match to watch. Metroid's gotten really, really good, really, really fast.
Oh yeah. Metrol is like he was so excited, like because he like DM'd me, and he was like so what's your PB in glitchless early or in glitchless 90% glitchless, and he just went like so he was so happy to have beat my PB because it's not on the
Nice.
boards because I haven't run it enough to like sort of
Yeah,
really
yeah.
lock in there. But yeah, very good at movement, very good at bosses. Has the potential to be a top runner. I
Yeah.
think.
Bro has a wicked manual mash too. Like
He does.
wicked. It's wicked.
Like I'm not lying to say like maybe 20 hertz.
Yeah, probably. When
Which
he's
is
like really
wild.
cooking, it's
Wild.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It hurts my arm just
By
to
the
look
way-
at.
Mhm. By the way, we love to see mashing. We love to see fast mashing. We love to see safe mashing. So
Yes,
don't hurt
buddy.
yourself, okay?
Keep your hands healthy, please.
Mhm.
There's enough
If
load
it hurts
screens
your
in
hands,
this
don't
game.
do it.
There's enough load screens in this game that you have no excuse not to be stretching.
Mhm.
None.
True.
Absolutely.
This is very
None
true.
whatsoever. Like
Very
for
true.
real.
Yeah. But no, like I for the longest time I refused to do like heavy mashing strats on anything until I found like a good posture and like
Nice.
approach to mash without like actually stressing my hand too much.
Yeah, I'm
Like
old.
I mentioned in
so-
chat, I play Star Fox,
Yeah.
and like I have a way to mash fast, and there's certain levels where I have to, but like most of the time I actually do it pretty slow. Like my mashing
like a reasonable.
generally is kind of
Yeah.
average in the Star Fox community. Like I know plenty of people who just mash faster than me by default, but like yeah, it's like
Yeah.
take care of your hands, please.
Pretty
It's
Absolutely.
very very important because you can tear them
You
up.
only
if
get
you're
two of
mashing the
those.
wrong way. Yeah.
You only get two of those.
those.
Uh-huh. And if you're in your 20s, think about when you're going to be in your 40s.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's hard, but think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Any
I
last
don't have any
words,
problems yet,
anyone?
but I'm pushing 30, so I'm waiting to see what happens.
Nothing.
Do we have any final words?
Just GGs. That was fun. I had a good time.
GG's.
Such a
Good
fun
race.
match to watch.
And I will definitely be watching back and stealing your strats.
Yeah, steal them all. Steal them all.
No, it's not allowed.
No, I want people to steal my strats because I have cool
Mm.
stuff that I do. I'll sacrifice time for swag. I don't even care. Like I'm
Yeah.
so serious. So not all of my strategies are optimal.
I mean, if you're
but
not having fun speedrunning a video game, why are
what are
you
you even
doing?
doing? Yeah, exactly. So
All right,
Yeah,
looks
that's all
like
I
we gotta wrap up here. But do you have anything else to say? Words?
I don't usually do the self promo, but I wanted to say I have exactly 399 followers on Twitch. So if you want the honor of being my 400th follower, go follow me now. Right now.
literally
before
gonna
someone
go
else
do
does
that
it.
right this second. It's gonna be me. It's
Let's
gonna be
go.
me. Followed. Done.
There you go. Let's
All
go,
right,
Ednolium.
there you go. 400
Hundo.
followers. All right. Let's. All right. It's time. It's time to wind down for the night. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to the runners. Thanks to